Hello, and welcome back to the channel. If you're passionate about maritime operations and want to sharpen your navigation skills, you've come to the right place. Today, we re-dive in deep into one of the most crucial responsibilities for any officer of the watch, mastering modern voyage planning. Safe navigation isn't just a skill. It's the very backbone of everything we do at sea. We've come a long way from the days of relying solely on paper charts. The digital revolution, led by systems like Ectista Electronic Chart Display and Information System, has completely transformed how we plan and execute our voyage. But with great technology comes great responsibility. It's not enough to just have these systems on board. As navigators, we need to master them. This means knowing how to create and manage user charts, plot the safest and most efficient routes, pinpoint critical navigational points, thoroughly validate our entire voyage plan, and keep a vigilant watch on all surrounding contacts. These aren't just separate tasks. They are interconnected skills that form the foundation of professional seamanship. Over the next few minutes, we'll break down each of these elements, ensuring you have the knowledge to navigate with confidence and precision, all in line with modern practices and international regulations. So, let's get started on our journey to becoming better, safer navigators. First up, let's talk about user charts. What exactly are they? Think of a user chart as your own personalized, digital layer of information that sits on top of the official electronic navigational charts, or ENC. It's where you, the navigator, add crucial voyage-specific details that aren't automatically included in the standard chart data. This is your digital notebook, your custom safety net, tailored for your specific ship and your specific journey. So, what kind of information goes into a user chart? It's all about enhancing situational awareness. You'll be marking things like danger areas that you need to be extra cautious about, or defining strict no-go zones where your vessel absolutely cannot enter. You can draw your own safety contour lines, which are different from the standard ones and are based on your ship's draft and your company's safety policies. You might also add temporary obstructions that have been reported through notices to mariners, but have UNT yet been updated on the official ENC? Furthermore, this is where you can overlay your own ship's planned route, making it visually distinct. You can also mark areas with specific environmental restrictions, like emission control areas or zones where discharging is prohibited. Essentially, a user chart transforms a generic electronic chart into a dynamic, intelligent tool that reflects your detailed passage plan and your professional judgment. It's a living document that helps you and the entire bridge team see the plan, understand the risks, and navigate with a higher level of safety. Now, what tools do you actually need to create a robust user chart? First and foremost, you need your EGDIS software. Whether you're working with Furuno JRC Trans-S Kelvin Hughes or any other type-approved system, this is your primary workstation. The specific steps for creating user objects might differ slightly between manufacturers, but the core principles remain the same. Next, you need up-to-date ENCs for your entire intended voyage. This isn't just about having the charts. You must have the current permits and ensure they are updated to the latest notice to An outdated chart is a dangerous chart, and your user chart is only as reliable as the base information it's built upon. You'll also need your passage plan documents. This includes the full appraisal, planning, execution, and monitoring documentation. The data you've gathered during the appraisal, phase-like tide information, port regulations, and navigation warnings is exactly what you'll be transferring onto your user chart. Finally, always have your company's safety management system or SMS handy. Your company will have specific requirements and templates for passage planning. This is your guide to ensuring that your plan, and by extension your user chart, meets both regulatory standards and your company's unique safety culture. By combining these tools, you're not just drawing lines on a screen, you're building a comprehensive, compliant, and safe navigational plan from the ground up. Alright, let's move on to the next critical skill. Identifying critical points along your route. Once your user chart is populated with no-go areas and safety contours, it's time to mark the specific points that demand the highest level of attention from the bridge team. These are the make-or-break moments of your voyage. A critical point is any position or leg of the route where the margin for error is significantly reduced and the risk is elevated. So, What qualifies as a critical point? Think about major course alterations. Every time you have a significant change in direction, especially in confined waters, that's a critical point. The wheelover point needs to be clearly marked. Another classic example is the point of no return. This is the last position where you can safely abort your approach to a port or a narrow channel and turn back to open sea. Beyond this point, you are committed. You also need to identify positions where you'll be passing close to navigational hazards, like wrecks, shoals, or offshore installations. The point of closest approach, or CPA, to these dangers must be calculated and marked. Other critical points include pilot boarding grounds, the start and end of traffic separation schemes, anchorages, and any location where you need to make a critical speed change. Essentially, you are proactively identifying every what-if scenario. By marking these points clearly on your Ectis, you ensure that the entire bridge team is prepared and knows exactly when and where to exercise maximum vigilance. With our critical points identified, we can now focus on planning a suitable route. This isn't just about drawing a line from point A to point B. It's a meticulous process of connecting waywinds to create the safest, most efficient, and most economical path for the vessel. Your route plan is the practical application of all the research and appraisal you've done. The first step is plotting your waywinds. These are the individual points that define your track. ULL, place them strategically to keep your vessel well clear of the no-go areas and hazards you marked on your user chart. The leg line, which is the straight line connecting to waywinds, represents your intended course. When placing waywinds, you need to consider your ship's turning characteristics. You can't plan for sharp, 90-degree turns in the middle of the ocean. Your turns must be gradual and achievable, which is why the turn radius for each alteration is a critical parameter to set in the Ectis. As you lay down your route, you're constantly thinking about your cross-track distance, or XTD. This is a safety corridor you define on either side of your leg line. If your vessel deviates beyond this corridor, the Ectis will trigger an alarm, alerting you to get back on track. The width of this corridor isn't random. It is wider in the open ocean, and becomes progressively narrower as you approach coastal waters or confined channels, reflecting the decreasing margin for error. Planning a suitable route is a balancing act between safety, efficiency, and adherence to regulations like traffic separation schemes. It's a dynamic process that creates a clear, actionable plan for the entire voyage. Once you have a complete route planned in your Ectis, you might think the job is done. But here comes one of the most important safety steps: route validation. This is the process of having the Ectis itself and another human navigator check your work for any potential dangers. It's your final safety check before you commit to the plan. First, let's talk about the automatic check. Modern Ectis systems have a built-in route check or route scan function. When you activate this, the software automatically scans your entire planned route against all the chart data loaded in the system. It checks your leg lines and your defined safety corridor against every single hazard. It will flag any dangers that your route crosses or comes too close to based on the safety parameters you've set, like your safety contour and safety depth. It will generate a report listing every potential issue from crossing a shallow patch to violating a traffic separation scheme. You must review this report carefully and address every single item, either by adjusting the route or by making a conscious, documented decision that the risk is acceptable and managed. But the automated check is not enough. The second part of validation is the Human Elementa peer review. A second, qualified officer must independently review your entire passage plan. This fresh pair of eyes is invaluable. They'll check your route, your calculations, your user chart markings, and your critical points. They might spot something you missed or question an assumption you made. This collaborative cross-check ensures that the plan is not just technically safe according to the but also practically sound from a seaman's perspective. Only after both the automated and human checks are complete, and all issues are resolved, is the route considered validated and ready for the master's final approval. This two-layer validation process is a cornerstone of modern bridge resource management. Now, with a fully planned and validated route, our focus shifts to execution and monitoring. A huge part of this is tracking contacts. Your Ectis is not just a chart. It's an information hub that integrates with your ship's radar and eyes systems. This gives you a powerful, real-time picture of everything moving around you. Effective contact tracking is about managing this information to maintain situational awareness and avoid collisions. Your primary tools are ARPA, which stands for Automatic Radar Plotting Aid, and EYES, the Automatic Identification System. ARPA uses radar to track targets, calculating their course, speed, closest point of approach CPA, and time to closest point of approach TCPA. This is essential for collision avoidance. You should be actively acquiring and tracking any target that could pose a risk. AIS, on the other hand, provides information broadcasted by other ships, like their name, call sign, destination, and navigational status. When you overlay EYES data on your Ectus, you can instantly identify other vessels. However, it's crucial to remember the limitations. Not all vessels have EYES, and sometimes the data can be inaccurate. That's why you should always use your radar to verify the position of an EYES target. Fusing the information from both radar and EYES gives you the most complete and reliable picture. On your Ectus, you can set safety parameters for CPA and TC. If any track target is projected to breach these limits, the system will sound an alarm, demanding your immediate attention. Effective contact tracking isn't passive. It's an active process of acquiring targets, evaluating their threat level, and cross-referencing information from different sensors to build a comprehensive mental model of the traffic situation. This constant vigilance is what keeps you, your crew, and your vessel safe at sea. So, there you have a comprehensive look at the modern navigator's toolkit, from creating detailed user charts to meticulously planning and validating a route. And finally, 2. Actively tracking contacts during the voyage. These skills are not just about following procedures. They are about embracing a culture of safety and professionalism. Mastering your Ectus is about turning it from a simple display into a powerful partner in decision. By applying these principles, you enhance your situational awareness, reduce the margin for error, and contribute to a safer maritime industry for everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this guide has been valuable for you. Whether you're a cadet just starting your journey or an experienced officer looking to refresh your skills, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss our future content. Safe sailing, and I'll see you in the next video.